What's going on, YouTube? Glad you guys were able to make it with us. For that bro code. What's going on, big bro? How you doing today?
Man, blessed by the blessed, man, and rarely stressed.
Yes, the best, the ultimate, the most high God, you know. I'm so thankful, man. I don't know, I've been feeling so thankful lately, and so many people that I've been meeting and coming across it seemed like they've been the same way, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so, man, you know, I feel like, I think the atmosphere is changing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hopefully.
You know, I mean, positive energy is definitely better than negative.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we got to come to the realization of that, you guys. So without that, without
further
ado, you seen the title. We gonna just let the clip roll.
Now, with a violent brawl breaking out in a California classroom involving a music teacher and a 14-year-old. So what started as a fight and why some students are standing with that teacher tonight. ABC's Will Carr picks up the story.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk back.
Watch the tense moments just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur.
Bro, say it too, bro. We're right here, bro. Everybody's watching. What's up, bro?
Hurling a basketball at the teacher. According to students, the confrontation sparked by an alleged dress code violation.
You ain't telling me.
After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps.
I'm telling you, right?
Pulling the student to the floor, pummeling it with repeated blows to the head. Riley arrested, the student sent to the hospital. The community of Maywood, California now split on who's to blame.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the student. I was scared for the kid and probably for the teacher too.
While some parents also voicing their concerns.
I know kids say stuff that they shouldn't, but he should be accountable.
Tom, tonight the teacher's facing a child abuse charge. The student has been released from the hospital, and here at the school they're planning on having counselors on campus first thing in the morning.
Hi, bro. Now, I know. Okay. See, we gonna show the next clip after we talk about this first clip. You know, the first clip that you seen.
Right.
You know, with the teacher, and the music teacher.
Right, this was in L.A. This one was in L.A.
Yeah. Now, I'm saying, like, in that predicament, you know, now, there's people saying that he wasn't in the wrong, you know, but then, you know, I mean, was he in the wrong for hitting the child repeatedly? I think they might try to say that.
It's a fight, you know what I mean? Somebody got to go down, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know? Right. I don't care how old that little boy was, you know? I don't know where he got his manners from, but you don't hit no teacher. You just don't do that. I never did it when I was a kid, because back in my day, they was taking heads, you know.
Hell yeah,
he
threw a basketball at him, didn't he?
He assaulted him first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that man ain't got no right to defend himself?
Right.
They in a fight. Now you went over here, you this little boy put himself in a man's position. Okay, now you got to handle this man. Then you in a fight, man. Who you know stops just in the middle of a fight?
Right.
They stop when they get tired or when they feel like you ain't finna get up to fight no more.
Yeah.
The little boy put himself in that position. Yeah, true that. He's a grown man and this and that, but man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Before you do that, bro, let's let them see the other clip, and then we gonna get to that part.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do that then.
All right, we gonna let this next clip roll, you guys.
A teacher in Richmond has been fired after a video went viral showing him slamming a student to the ground and shoving him out of the classroom.
Now police are investigating the incident with the possibility of charges being filed. ABC 7 News senior education reporter Leanne Melendez has the details.
I'm not playing.
The video shows the substitute teacher exchanging words with the student before grabbing and slamming him on the ground as other students watched in disbelief. The teacher then forces the student out of the classroom. According to the West Contra Costa Unified School District, prior to the incident, the student had made a racial slur.
There is no justifying it, but I just think he could have taken better precautions, like calling the principal or some authority. So I just think it was a bad move, I'll say that.
This parent, Irma Beltran, found the teacher's actions disturbing.
I'm feeling angry.
The incident has rattled Richmond High. Today, ABC 7 News was given cell phone video of a gathering organized by the Black Student Union. They addressed other students, denouncing the use of any racial slurs and also asking the school to ensure everyone's safety. Those who have been taught by the substitute teachers say he's liked by students.
He was a pretty cool guy from when he subbed in my classrooms.
Yeah, he was just a normal teacher. He was just there and would just be there if we needed him.
The school district fired the teacher and issued this statement. The student is safe with their family, and our school and district are fully investigating the incident. Also investigating the incident is Richmond Police. So far, it's not clear if charges will be filed against the teacher.
We will finish our investigation, conduct our interviews, and then we will forward that report to the district attorney, and then they will review the case and make an ultimate filing decision as far as whether this amounts to a felony crime, a misdemeanor crime, and what charges should be filed, if any.
In Richmond, Leanne Melendez, ABC 7 News.
All right, bro. So with that being said, so you was just about to say something, but did you want to expound on that last clip?
Well, yeah. Let me talk about the last clip where I think it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, the little boy was in the man's face. Yeah. True that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he didn't assault the man. He did not assault the man, touch him or whatnot, and the man, the teacher already know in this day and age you can't do that.
Right.
You're not gonna just, you know what I'm saying. You don't have, you don't have a reason, a justifiable reason to say, well, okay, I tossed this little boy around the classroom. Yeah. Now maybe in this situation, yeah, go get go get the principal if they got security at school or whatnot, or even get another teacher to help him out. To kind of just, escort that boy out, because the boy was just, I don't think he was about that life. He was just talking. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The other one in the first clip, though, he was about that life, or thought he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he do the basketball at the teacher.
Right.
You know, the teacher didn't even do nothing with that one. You know what I mean? When he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the boy wouldn't back off.
Right.
You know, he wouldn't back off. So I think when the first clip, the teacher in the first clip, his patience was a little bit better than the man, the other teacher in the second clip. That's just my opinion.
Yes.
You know, because again, like I said, it wasn't it was just, talking.
Right.
On the second clip, you know what I mean? Between them two, it wasn't he wasn't assaulted or nothing by the little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, he showed him where he needed to be at. You know what I mean? And I just, and I just got to say what I was going to say is, and that's why I say, sometimes, it takes a village to raise kids. You got these kids. Don't get me wrong, we had incidents, all right, even in, especially when I was going to middle school or high school or whatnot, we had incidents, at our schools, but it was nothing like this. It's just like and there's so much more of it now, where these kids are so disrespectful, it's bleeding off into schools, into our communities, even at homes with the single parent mothers and everything. You got these boys that's trying to fight their own mamas. And bully their mamas and bully their young siblings and stuff. Somebody got to do something. Whatever. See, and what happens is these are the same little kids that's doing all this stuff. From like I said, from school to home in the neighborhoods and whatnot. That when the police get them and they try that with the police, what you think gonna happen?
Yeah, they just gonna
in their life without no regard.
Yeah.
Without no regard.
Yes.
Because they ain't got to put up with that.
Definitely. Now I seen, bro. There was a clip of a woman teacher getting her behind whooped by a student. I mean, by a female student, just getting her behind handed to her. and she was crying.
Teacher advocates say classrooms have gotten more violent over the years.
Yeah, Tom, that teacher will have to undergo rehabilitation for her injuries. A representative for a state teachers union says that kind of violence at the hands of students is directly related to the country's massive teacher shortage. This video of a student attacking a teacher inside a Heritage High School classroom on January 26th is now under review by the school district and authorities with the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office.
Students are out of control.
The video, which has since been shared thousands of times on social media, shows chaos erupting in the hallway after an argument between the student and teacher, seen here, escalate, as that student appears to slam the classroom door on the teacher and then begins to throw punches.
There is no excuse for the violence. There is no excuse for children who are coming to our schools daily and wreaking havoc so others cannot learn.
Verdelia Turner is the president of the Georgia Federation of Teachers. She says she was angered by what she saw in that video when she first watched it Monday. She tells Fox 5 incidents like this one make it difficult to keep teachers inside the classroom.
When we search the web and just Google student assaults on teachers, we'll see numerous assaults across the country.
She believes both students and parents should be held accountable.
In this city and this state, we are in a state of emergency, and right now, we need zero tolerance.
A spokesperson for Rockdale County Public Schools issued a statement that reads in part, quote, RCPS does not tolerate student violence towards any staff members. Students who harm other students or staff will be disciplined according to our Student Discipline Code of Conduct and will be appropriately charged by law enforcement. Now, it's unclear exactly what disciplinary action that student is facing from the school tonight. No word on potential criminal charges at this time either, but the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office says the investigation is active and ongoing. From the live desk, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Very disturbing video there. Joy, thanks.
I'm like, you know what? When is it gonna be an end to this violence on teachers? You know what I'm saying? Because when do we say, okay, well, you know what, these ain't kids no more? You know what I mean? Or do we just keep on making excuses for these kids and be like, well, they kids, you know what I mean? You're supposed to do this.
I'm gonna say this, Mo, that again, when I was younger, and I had to just keep, referencing that. All the teacher had to do with any student in my class was call their parent.
Yeah, that's
all they had to do.
Yeah.
Is call either their daddy, if he was still around, or call that mama for sure.
Right.
They didn't have to do nothing. All they had to do was just threaten that the child sit down.
You
know what I'm saying? But then you got the system raising your kids now. So you can't chastise. You can, chastise your kids, but if they decide to say, well, hey, I'm calling the police, guess what? You don't get an abuse charge, you know what I mean? And I'm like this, any ungrateful kid that know they was wrong, and I put my foot in their ass, go ahead and call the police. And when it's time for court, I'm gonna let the judge know I don't want you back, disrespectful ass back, no way. It's probably what you need to be at anyway. Because if you ain't, I'm serious, Mo. Because anytime you can sit up and step to me, you my child, I ain't doing nothing wrong to you, but trying to put you in your place what you need to be. That's why I'm the parent and you the child.
Right.
But anytime you feel like you know more than me, and you know what I'm saying, and you gonna run my house, well, I go to work every day, and I pay all the bills and put the clothes on your stinking back and on your feet, shoes on your feet, and food in your belly. Well, then let the system take care of you. I don't need you. I'll make another one.
Well, you know what our mama said. Well, I mean, she never said it, but she referenced to this. She brought us into this world.
She take us out. She take us out of this. She care about no police.
No, no.
No, them parents care about that. They were 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Stomp a mud hole in your ass.
Break a foot off in our ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Literally. Right. You know what I mean? Like, man.
Literally.
Man.
So, I mean, now it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because it puts so much more restrictions out here, even on parenting. We talk about the government now.
Yeah.
Even on parenting. I'm just talking about the United States government. I'm not talking about any other country outside of the United States.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of them countries, them parents still stuffing mud holes in their kids' asses when they getting out of pocket.
Definitely.
So we're only talking about America, land of the free, the liberal town, whatever, But anyway, that's what's going on, Mo. So now you got these kids out here, man, that challenging everything.
Right.
Because they're allowing them to do that.
Exactly.
They're allowing them to do that.
Yes, and just to reference something that you just said that in other countries, I'm pretty sure it's not like that. And you are right. I've seen these classrooms where they so-called third world countries, man, them kids coming to school in uniforms.
Yes.
They go through hell and high water just to get to school.
Man.
And then when they at school, they paying attention.
Yes, they paying attention.
So and we supposed to be a so-called civilized society, right?
Man.
But our kids, man, doing all this monkey ball shit, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know the difference. That's why them kids come over here. They excel further than our children because our children is not paying attention. When they go to class, they ain't paying attention.
Well, the traditions and the values aren't there anymore, Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they're still in place in other countries.
Yeah.
Where that kid's, and the kid is, they embed this into their children. Well, their success is the family's success.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Especially for the next generation.
Definitely.
To come. You know what I'm saying? Whereas there's no traditional values really put in so much in a lot of the families here in America.
Factual.
You know what I'm saying? That there's no foundation anymore, structure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's detrimental for the child to understand what that child has to do. Not only for themselves, but it reflects back on the family as well.
Right, the importance of all of that.
Right.
It is none. So with that being said, bro, I mean, you got anything else you want to tie to this? Because I mean, we there's so much things that could be said about this, but I mean, I think we summed it up in a nutshell.
Yeah, I just think if it was one of my kids, whatnot, and but it couldn't be one of mine. And the reason I said it because if that child doing it at that school, the child gonna try it here at home. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They eventually gonna break character one day at home.
Yeah.
And then that's where they gonna get mocked and drugged all from 3 floors up and down. You know what I'm saying? Screaming and howling, but ain't nobody hearing you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna stomp that mud hole in your ass first. And when you go to school, when your teacher say, "Well, I'm gonna call Mr. Hardy," you gonna sit your silly butt down and you gonna be quiet and you gonna apologize. Okay?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yep.
I heard that.
Nothing else.
I feel that, man. So with that being said, you guys, I mean, you guys heard the dialogue, you seen the videos, you seen the clips. Go ahead and put them comments in the comment sections, you guys, and let us know what it is that you feel about this story right here, or anything that we said that really hit home with you. Have you dealt with this at all? Just leave them comments in the comment sections, you guys, and we will go ahead, read your comments, and get back to you guys, of course. Yep. So, with that being said, remember to smash those likes, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and, till the next video. Peace.